Recently asked to talk about backgrounds for still lifes, and I believe I've done that on my Patreon site before. But see, here's some lilacs which are violet in color, and so I chose a yellow ochre for a background. And my to make a darker ochre, you could add raw umber, you could add a gray, and that's what I've done here. So the background has to go back, has to be cooler, and the grays in there, in the mixtures, send it back. You've seen this painting before, and I think you watched me paint this. So, this is yellow ochre with umbers, and then the light is, I added white or light gray. See how it goes back. So backgrounds can have greens in them, they can have reds. These are paintings around my studio. You see, this painting has a red background, which is nice and rich. And that's reds and blacks, medium reds. And so let's go around and I'll show you a few others. You watched me paint this in a video, so you can revisit that video and you'll see what greens, how I made the greens and the behind the peonies here. This is the blue hydrangeas. That also has a green background. It's yellow, lemon yellow, black, and some ultramarine blue in it. Here's a painting of apples, very simple, and that's just simply a raw umber background. That's all there is to that. I did a demonstration of this painting, which you can go back and look at. You see, I have a richer background in this one, like a rich earth color. And I get my atmosphere by adding gray to it. And then I added black or probably ultramarine blue even to the darks to make the darker values. There's a floral, and the background is simply Davies gray right out of the tube. And it depends who makes the Davies gray, because sometimes it looks green, which it does here, which I like. Very cool color. And it goes back and the red comes forward. Here's a still life with the red background. Take a medium red and add some phthalo blue to it, and which controls the red. And you can get a beautiful, rich background that stays back. So I recommend giving all of these a try. This painting of silver, it has a black background, but there's red. It's a medium red mixed with the black, so it's very luminous. And I wanted it to be very dark because some of the great Dutch still life painters did backgrounds like this. And it's all for the effect. Here's a floral with the black and green, or black and yellow that makes the green. And that goes back. This is also a good background for a portrait. Well, let's move over here. And here's a whole nother background. You see, so it's also about the light. It's about the effect you want to achieve. And it's also about the light. And we have to study how the light moves in the background.